Hello everyone, I'm Trinh, Senior Application Engineer for Valin Corporation. Today I will illustrate how the Beijer CodeSys controller PLC XP350 interface with the Parker Drive PD-04C and controlling the Parker servo motor. So let me go and show you real quick the CodeSys-based controller that we have. So here is the Beijer CodeSys XP350 spec. So it has 16 digital inputs, 16 digital outputs, 5 analog inputs, 2 RTD, which is allow you to connect temperature sensor device to it. You also have 4 analog output. There's a high-speed counter input, -PTO, and a pulse WM outputs. There's a Ethernet, TCP/IP port, serial port, USB, and CAN interface. There's a CAN open master interface. There's a Wi-Fi, if you can connect to it via USB. There's a SQL integration, the web visualization as well. It's IEC 60870-5-104 server, and it is the DNV certified. So what you see in front of you here is basically the actual hardware, and on here I have the USB port connected to the USB to Ethernet adapter that basically allow me to program this via Ethernet. The port next to it is the Ethernet port, and it's actually now an EtherCAT port. And we make this as a EtherCAT master, and it is connected to the Parker PD-04C EtherCAT drive using this cable right here. So it is connected to the EtherCAT in port of the Parker drive. If I have more than one drive, I can connect from this port, the out port, to the in port, and so forth. So I can connect multiple drives. This PLC allows me to communicate and control more than one drive. And what you see here is the encoder cable coming out of the drive, basically connecting to this port here, which is the encoder of the servo drive. Here is the motor power, which is connected here on this side right here as well. So that's where the motor servo drive for this connect to the servo motor. And here's the cable connect to the AC 120 that allow me to turn on the drive. Right now, you see the drive is in run mode, meaning the servo is on. Okay, so that's basically the hardware that we have. So to program and set this up, we use a CodeSys BCS tool from Beijer. It's a BCS tool, and this is free. You can download it and use it, and it's free. Now, I already connected, but let me disconnect it. I want to show you how to connect to it. So I'm going to select this to disconnect. So first and foremost, to be able to connect to this through this USB to Ethernet adapter, you double click on device. This will show up. And what you want to do is click this gateway to and hit enter. So now by doing that, you see how it changed from black to green here. What I just did is disconnect and then reconnect it. Now I set up already this port to be 192.68.33.109. Okay, so now I'm connected to it. Now at this point, I'm going to go online. I can go online by either log in here or select this icon. It will ask you whether you want to log in. I'm going to go ahead and say yes, because I already downloaded the program. So BCS tool, go out and connect it. And if you have not downloaded the program, it will ask you to download the program, or if the program in your development tool is different than what it sees on the PLC, it will ask you to download it, and you have a choice whether you want to download it without a source code or with a source code. Okay, I'm not going to go through it. For this demo, I'm just going to show you real quickly how all the motion MC open function block works. Okay, so what I'm going to do, I'm going to go to my user program here. So what you see right now are these function blocks. I'm going to go through it real quick. The ladder program now is basically just allow me to do some cycling for my testing. You see the start cycle, it's on right now, and it's on every time for every 2 seconds to allow me to do the increment move every 2 seconds. What I'm going to do is it's already turned on, right? The servo is already turned on. I'm going to turn it off so you can see it. So to do that, I'm going to force it to be off state. I'm going to turn on Control F7. As soon as I do this, you see this will go to turn off the servo. So now it's base block. Okay, I'm going to turn it on again. Control F7 it. So now it's on. Okay. At this point, I can, so right now, yeah, that's 0, which is good. So what I can do is, so that's MC power. Okay. The next thing up is, this is the MC reset, allows you to reset a function block. You can use this if the drive goes into error. So that's what this function block is for. There's an MC home here as well. So you can execute home. I'm not going to do that, but I'm going to go ahead and jog so you can see. So I'm jogging with a velocity of 20, acceleration 20, deceleration 20. So I'm going to force it on right here. As soon as I force it on, you will see the motor moving forward. Here we go. So we're jogging forward. Okay. I'm going to stop it. Okay. Now I'm going to tell it to jog backward by turning on this bit. Here we go. So jog backward. Okay. If you look at this, I can change the speed on the fly as well. See how it goes slower? Okay. I'm going to turn it off so you... Okay, I'm going to stop it now. Okay, so now it's stopped. Okay. So let's say I want this to be 0 point. So right now, that's what the position right now, but let's say I jog it to the home position that I want, and I want that to be home. So what I can do is to go to the MC underscore set position. I set it to be 0. So I have to do it, turn on this, or execute this function block. So as soon as I do that, if I go back here, so it's now at 0. Okay. So at this point, I'm going to turn this back off. Okay. So now let's talk about move relative. I already programmed the distance to be 4. 4 here means 1 revolution. Okay. And I'm setting up my velocity at 100, acceleration at 100, as well as deceleration at 100. I'm going to execute my incremental move. Okay. So now it just did 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. So 8, right? Let's take a look at this. That's why it's 32. Make sense? All right. Now at this point, let's say wherever I'm at, I want to tell this to go, I want to tell the motor to go back to 0, which is I can execute my absolute move, and I'll tell, as soon as I execute this, it will tell the motor to command the motor to go to 0. Watch this. Okay, just move, and let's take a look at this. 0. Okay? Now, if I want to execute a move or tell the motor to go to 32, actually, let me tell it to go to 32, all right, which is 8 revolution. Okay. Here we go. Yep, it did that. And look at this. Bam, it's at 32. Okay? So that's how you use the MC, basically the motion function block, the PLC open function block for motion, and set it up. And so that's how you set up the Beijer CodeSys controller PLC XP350 to interface with the Parker Drive PD-04C to control the Parker servo motor using EtherCAT. If you have any questions, please call the number below, and thank you for watching.